As some of you know, I used to be an actress. Certainly not a famous one or even a mildly employed one, but just an unpaid one. For about 15 years, aged 10 to 25, I didn't see anything wrong with my choice of hobby. Not until I was a born-again Christian did I fully realize that acting is deceptive, and that each time I pretended to be a character in a play, I was lying to the audience. I didn't get monetarily paid for it, just applauded for it. Of course, no one in the audience was ever actually deceived. None fully believed that I was Blanche Dubois, or a prison guard, or a 17th century socialite, etc. But the goal of actors is to be believable. Though each character's personality was different from mine, I adapted my persona without much concern. However, the straw that finally broke the camel's back, or arm, was the role of a woman suffering from daily domestic abuse. In each performance, I had to pretend to have a broken arm. I walked on stage wearing a clip-on plaster cast and, according to the script, insinuated, lied to the other characters that the injury was just an accident. The audience members realized otherwise. This kind of multi-layered lying more than kind of troubled me. The Holy Spirit was convicting me that acting wasn't a good career. I haven't acted since. At least not as a character in a play. In more recent years, I noticed that my acting days weren't totally over. I had become so good at pretending that the acting ability was lingering, mostly by wearing an all-is-well mask when all is not well. That's indeed a social norm that has developed throughout human history. We rationalize that we're being nice and trying to spare others our woes. And it's nice to be nice, but our masks continue adapting to other scenarios. For example, I used to, and maybe still do, nod when I didn't really agree or approve, feign interest in boring stories, laugh at jokes that weren't appropriate or even funny, and hide my hurt when uninvited somewhere. The Lord is really working on me, helping overcome the tendency to pretend. Though there has been improvement, I sometimes revert to social acting. I doubt that I'm alone. We so much long to be liked. Our true selves are hidden. A social mask is common, but so is the common cold. That doesn't mean it's good. If we're always behind a facade, we're basically hiding the truth, aka lying. And who is the father of lies who applauds every time that our performance resembles his? Where is the beauty of transparency? Not that we need to go around totally without a verbal or facial filter, letting every single thought be poured out and obvious to those around us, hurting those around us. There was no acting involved in the life of Christ. He didn't pretend to love anyone. He didn't have to pretend. God is love. Since only those who fully resemble Him will be fit for heaven, may we each have the mind and heart of Christ, forever free of every verbal and facial lie.